Hello everyone, I'm attempting to use my voice in a video. However, this is my first time doing this, so I'm sorry if this video is a complete train wreck, but oh well, here we go. So a while back I made this video about a delay orb concept inside of Geometry Dash. I'd suggest you watch it if you haven't already, but do what you want. Anyway, this is another idea for a custom jump orb I had. I'll show you how it works. So first, we need to create an actual level for the Spider Orb to go in. It doesn't require any complicated gameplay and can be used pretty much the same as a blue jump orb. Next, we need to add a block and a spider portal to the level. If you're using the orb how I used it, you'll want to put the block below the player. However, if you're using it in reverse gravity, you want to place the block above the player, and for the spider portal, just put it over the jump orb. Now, we need to add these items to the necessary groups. Add both the block and the spider portal to the same group. I chose group 1. Next, add the block to a different group as well. I chose group 2. Now, we need to place down some triggers for these to work correctly. First, place a toggle trigger before the beginning of the level. Use it to toggle group 1 off. Next, add a move trigger, and make sure it's directly below the block. Set the group ID to 2, and the move time to as big as you'd like. Just make sure the duration will last until you make it to the orb. Lastly, select Lock to Player X and Lock to Player Y. Then, select the jump orb. Click the Edit Special button and set it to group 1, and tick the Activate Group box. Now, we're done with part 1, so let's test it out. As you can see, it worked, but there's still a few problems. First of all, you can see this spider portal and the block after you're done using the orb. To take care of this, just add an alpha trigger before the beginning of the level, and use it to set the alpha of group 1 to 0. Next, you can interact with the block after you had used the orb. To fix this, just add a toggle trigger shortly after the orb. Use this to toggle group 1 off. Lastly, after you had used the orb, you were then stuck in spider mode. To fix this, add a cube portal to where you teleport after you use the orb. However, for some reason, doing this doesn't turn you back into a cube. To fix this, add the cube to another group. I chose group 4. Then, use a toggle trigger to toggle it off before the beginning of the level. Then, put a toggle trigger on top of the cube portal, and scale that toggle trigger to 200%. Go into the editing interface, and select the touch triggered option, the activate group option, and set the group ID to group 4. After this, you should be set. I hope you enjoyed the video. This was something different that I wanted to try. Tell me what you thought of it in the comments. Also, if you had any questions, feel free to ask me them in the comments as well. But anyways, have a nice day, and I'll see you in my next video.